The president of the LA City Council is standing firm in his decision to back Mayor Karen Bass's controversial decision to remove the LA City fire chief.
So Marquise Harris Dawson tells City News Service that he encouraged the mayor to, quote, separate with the chief weeks ago, but the mayor resisted. Mayor Bass ultimately removed Kristin Crowley from her post on Friday. Harris Dawson confirmed what we reported. Not all council members support changing out the chief. Most notably, Monica Rodriguez, who told us last Friday Crowley is being scapegoated.
This is starting to get messy. The United Firefighters of LA also outraged by Chief Crowley's removal. And joining us now is Union President Freddy Escobar, a 35-year veteran of the LAFD. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Well, thank you for having us, and thank you for allowing us to share the truth of what occurred.
Well, let's dive in here. We want to go ahead and take a listen to what Mayor Karen Bass said on Friday and then get your reaction. So let's take a listen.
I have called for a full investigation of everything leading up to January 7th. A necessary step to the investigation was the president of the Fire Commission telling Chief Crowley to do an after-action report on the fires. The fire chief refused. We all know that 1,000 firefighters that could have been on duty on the morning the fires broke were instead sent home on Chief Crowley's watch. These actions required her removal.
Your response to that statement?
Well, I mean, a lot of it is just inaccurate. Let's start off with the after-action report. There is an after-action report occurring as we're doing this interview. It's going to be a very comprehensive. It's going to take a lot of months, maybe even up to a year, and all the facts are going to come out. And to remove the fire chief without an investigation is just, it's inappropriate, and we're outraged by the decision the mayor had made.
But so where's the disconnect? If she's stating this as fact in press conferences and you're saying it's not true, where's the truth here? Somewhere in the middle?
Well, there's nowhere in the middle. There is an after-action report occurring. It's ongoing as we speak. It's happening. The decision's been made. It's called a Field Research Institute study, and excuse me if I didn't get it correctly, but there is an after-action report occurring. We're involved. The city's involved. It's very comprehensive. And as she stated about the 1,000 firefighters that were held over in the morning, well, the problem with that claim is we don't have 1,000 positions to put these firefighters. When we had a recall, we had more men and women waiting at the fire stations to get an assignment. And because of the budget cut, where they cut our civilian mechanics who repair our apparatuses, we have over 100 apparatuses in our field repair shops that need repair. So I know those are factuals. We have the receipts of them, and I can't speak of why Mayor Bass and her staff decided to say that on national TV.
I mean, when we went into this, we said this is getting messy, but there's been tension for a while now between Mayor Bass and former Chief Crowley since Crowley first went to the media to blame the city's funding priorities. So was this firing just inevitable regardless of what happened?
It didn't have to be. Obviously, I don't believe we should be finger pointing. We need to do an after action review and find out and learn from it. I don't believe there has to be anybody to blame. I mean, there were hurricane-like winds predicted. There was a fire that started, and the man upstairs wanted this to happen. He has the answers. But there was nothing we could have done to prevent this from getting to where it's at. Nobody wanted this. Even with the appropriate staffing and having everything there, all the stars were lined up for a disaster. And it's very, very unfortunate that we're going to this length to blame one individual of what occurred. I mean, look what happened in Altadena, right? And nobody is asking for that fire chief to be terminated. It's completely uncalled for.
Well, along those lines, we're looking at the forecast. There's 90-degree temperatures, this week in some areas. I've heard from people concerned just moving forward. If there is more fire danger, are we in good hands? I know there's been a lot of support for the interim fire chief, Ronnie Villanova, but can people be, feeling safe right now if we do get those fire conditions back?
Well, I could tell you this, not only with the fire conditions, with the call load the city of Los Angeles has, we are understaffed, underfunded fire department. We've been neglected for years. And it's time that these residents stand with us and be outraged. We are a woefully understaffed, underfunded fire department. We're a fire department that looks like in the 1960s, and we need a fire department to represent the approximately 4 million Angelinos. We need additional resources and funding. And to answer your question, if we get another incident like that, are we prepared? And the answer is simply no.
So residents should be concerned.
Absolutely. And we got the World Cup. We have the Olympics right around the corner. Now it's time for our alleged friends at City Council is to prioritize the fire department and staff the fire department appropriately, period.
All right, some changes obviously need to be made here. Freddy Escobar, thank you so much for joining us and for your insight on this very complicated issue.
Thank you, and thank you for allowing us to tell the truth.
All right, thanks.